Hey guys, so this is 55C Black Trail. It's called The Pit, and I don't think it's terribly difficult. You just have to be lined up properly. So, like right at the beginning of the trail, like in the first like 10 feet or so, I encountered just a little bit of a problem, and so I'll get out and we'll do a little bit of spotting. It's like right here. You have to make this like super sharp turn, and then it's really off canter and uncomfortable. So.
Sorry, just like spotting. Like I can't see over the hood, so I'm just trying to make sure I don't like do anything stupid.
Yeah. Just I'm trying to back up a little bit more and straighten out a little more.
Yeah, it's like there's a tree right here. That's a problem.
I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Come on back. Tread hard.
You can make some more if you want.
All right, good.
That's good. Drops off pretty good right there.
Yeah, it does. Make sure I'm in one.
Looking good, looking good.
All right, awesome.
Hey guys, so what that was is there was like a really steep downhill, and you kind of have to make this like 90-degree turn to get onto the downhill, and there was like some trees near me and stuff, and so I have a four-door, so my Jeep is like really long, and when you go down like really steep downhills, for those like who don't know anything about Jeeps or whatever, or maybe they know a little bit about physics, if you're not lined up properly, if one wheel goes way down and the other wheel goes way up, because like one of them is up on the hill and the other one is going down the steep cliffside, obviously that means that you're going to end up on your side, which is not the position that you want your Jeep in. So usually if you have a steep incline like that, you want both wheels going down at the same time. Maybe not like perfectly lined up, but you don't want them to be like where like one of them is like 7 feet below the other one, maybe one of them is like a foot below the other one or 2 feet below the other one or something, which is fine. So anyway, he's in a two-door and he has his wife with him. That could spot him. So I know he has no problems at all because he can get all nicely lined up because he is a foot shorter than me, and he got to see exactly where I put my tires to get down it. So this is the pit. On the right, I think that's the exit to a red, and then we'll come up to the entrance to the red. The red trail there is Der Stuka, and I believe in German Der Stuka means, I think it's like the maneuver the German airplanes did, like the steep downhill, like attack formation or something like that, when they would just like nose dive and dive into attacking ships and stuff. So anyway, that's the name of it. There it is right there, the Der Stuka 12C, and we're not doing it. And what's interesting about this trail, the pit, is it's not actually a rock garden. Most of the trails at AOA are rock gardens, but this one, however, is not a rock garden.
To the right is Der Stuka. If you want
some of it looks kind of blue, but you can see like right here, there's like this steep area that I have to go through between these trees, and you can see just looking at the trees in the distance, like they're all like kind of like 45 degrees to the right. You can see it's actually pretty steep angle-wise. Normally on greens and stuff, they wouldn't require you to do something like that where you're so angled. So we're coming up to the area that actually gave the trail its name, the pit. And so far this doesn't look too challenging because it doesn't seem like it's overly challenging, not to me at least. And we're actually, when we get up to the spot, we're going to stop and we'll run up there and look at it, and his wife is going to be up there doing some video, and I think she's going to post it on Facebook or something like that. So anyway, so it depends on which way you are doing the pit. We're doing it from Whiskey Ridge, so we're going to be doing uphill. If you do it in the other direction, going toward Whiskey Ridge, like if you're coming from Lower Anthracite, then you'll be going down this hill. And it's totally different if you're going up or down this hill, and there's kind of different aspects to worry about going up or down the hill. And this is a hill right here. It doesn't even look like anything at all. Like obviously in the video, I mean, it looks really like tame. But it's actually a pretty steep hill, and it's really loose gravel. And what's like not known, unless you go up there, is there's a big hole on the right hand side where she's standing. And she magically appeared up there because we all went up there and looked around. So anyway, there's a big hole there. So if you go up here and then you go to the right, you'll possibly like roll over. So what you do is you go up and you stay to the left. You basically try to hit this tree. You don't hit the tree, but you try to hit that tree, and then everything's fine. But you do not like go far to the right. So I've done this same trail in the other direction, and doing it in the other direction, going down it, sometimes it gets so slippery that you can't even like stop. Like literally, you just slide down the mud. So that's the pit right there. The rest of this is just sort of like a green trail to get you back to everything else. So I think we're just going to cut it right here and get into something a little more interesting.